Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are fine. In our lecture today, we will define the main poetic terms used in poetry. So this lecture will include a definition of stanza, rhyme scheme, rhythm, foot, syllable, and meter. So what is a stanza? It is a poetic term that refers to a group of lines which are set off and form a division in a poem, sometimes linked with the other stanzas by rhyme. However, we have main types of stanza called couplet, tercet, and quatrain. So a stanza can be divided into three main types, which are couplet, tercet, and quatrain. What is a couplet? It is a stanza of two rhyming lines with identical meter. Example, from Shakespeare's Sonnet 18, lines from 13 to 14. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see. You know, this is rhyme, see. So long lives this, and this gives life to thee. This is rhyme. So here we have C, the sound long E, and V. Also here we have the sound long E, which is rhyme. Identical rhyme. What is a tercet? Couplet, it means we have two rhyming lines. Okay? Identical. Now we have a tercet, which is a stanza of three rhymed or unrhymed lines. So for example, regarding to rhyming tercets, from Ben Jonson's On Spies poem, spies, you are lies in a state, but of base stuff. Here you have the rhyme here, the sound fe, fe. F. Who, when you burnt yourselves down to the snuff. Also we have the sound fe. Sting, and are thrown away, and fair enough. Also we have the sound fe. So we have three rhyming lines. Okay? This is called line. This is line 1, line 2, line 3, and they have the same rhyme, identical. The second type of tercet, unrhymed tercet. What do I mean by unrhymed tercet? For example, we have Wallace Stevens with The Snowman. We have three lines, but unrhymed. It means that the rhyme is not identical, is not the same. Of the January sun, and not to think, we have ink. This is the sound here, the end. Of any misery and the sound of the wind, we have death. In the sound of a few leaves, we have ze. So ink, de, ze means unrhymed. Okay? Not identical in their rhymes. Okay. Moving on to the third type of stanza, which is called the quatrain. What is a quatrain? We have couplet, means 2 lines with identical rhyme. Tercet, we have 3 lines with either identical rhyme or unidentical rhyme. We have a quatrain, 4 lines now. A stanza of 4 lines, whether it is identical or not. From Thomas Gray's Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard, here as the heroic stanza or elegiac stanza, iambic pentameter, rhyming AB, AB, or AAB. We'll see the example here. The curfew tolled the knell of parting day. We have the sound A. The long-haired went slowly over the lea. Lea, E, long E. So the sound A, we can refer it to A. This means the first sound. Lea, that is the second sound. Long E, it is not identical here. We call it, we'll take the letter B. I will continue. The plowman homeward plods his weary way. Way have the sound like the first line. So the sound A took the letter A. So here we have A. So we have A, B, A. This is rhyme scheme. I will explain later. And leaves the words to darkness and to me long E like Lee. So it takes the same sound here, which is labeled by the letter B. So here we have the rhyme scheme. This quatrain consists of A, B, A, B. For example, if I have another, line, but the end I have stuff, then I will have another sound, which is fe. So fe will take the sound, would take another letter. The first sound A took the letter A. The second sound E took the letter B. The third sound, now the new third sound, which is fe, for example, okay, will take another letter, which is C. Do you understand? Later, I will ask you about this too, and I will explain it with more details. We have charts. Now, look to this chart for the main types of stanzas. Line 2, line 3, line 4. We have 4 lines. What is this? It is a quatrain. Rhyme scheme, we have AB, for example, AB. This is a quatrain. This is one type of stanza called quatrain, consisted of 4 lines. 1, 2, 3. This is a tercet with rhyme scheme C, D, C. For example, this is called tercet. This tercet is not identical because we have C, D, C. We have rhyme scheme here called tercet. We have the stanza that is called couplet. 2 rhymed lines. E, identical. It should be identical. Couplet. So these are the main types of a stanza. Couplet should be identical rhymed, 2 lines. Tercet should be 3 lines. However, it can be rhymed or unrhymed. Quatrain should be 4 lines. Also may be rhymed or unrhymed. Here we have rhyme scheme AB, AB, like in the previous example. Here we have also a rhyme scheme C, D, C. For example, here if I have the sound K, for example, so it took, this is the first sound in the poem. So it took the letter A. It means the first sound. If I have another sound like Le, took the letter B. It means the second sound. If I repeat one of these sounds, like here, I will repeat K. It will take A. It means it is like the first sound. K, K. If I repeat the second sound, which is Le, here, it will be B. However, if I added another sound, a new sound, we have here, we have K and La. Here, for example, I can take T. I need here another letter, so the third sound is labeled with the letter C. If I repeated this sound, which is this sound, then I will put the letter C too. To label the same sound, repeated, okay, along the lines or along the poem. If I, okay, put another sound, fourth sound, like any sound, you know, like Z, I will use D. It means I have here 4 sounds, rhyming sounds in the, along the poem or in the stanza, for example, you know. If I will use another sound, a new sound, I will label it with E, like the sound he. Okay, مثلا, you know, as for example, يعني, I can use, these are called rhyme scheme or rhymes. Rhymes, it means, now we will define what is a rhyme, and you will know that rhyme, it means the sound at the end of the line, okay, in a poem. And it can be grouped with lines and stanzas to make rhyme scheme. I will move on to define a rhyme. An exact repetition of sound. I want you to know that this is sound, guys. It is important. It is not a letter, it's sound. Okay? And at least the final accented syllables of 2 or more words. So it is the sound repeated at the end of the last word, okay, or words in the line and in the stanza in any poem. What is a rhyme scheme? It is a pattern of rhyme in a stanza or a whole poem, generally described by using letters. I told you, like for example, the sound A will, if it is the first sound, will take the letter A. The sound Ne, if it is the second sound used in the poem, it will be labeled by the letter B, and etc., etc., etc. So, generally described by using letters of the alphabet to label the rhymed sound. So, the first sound is labeled A, as I told you now. The next B, then C, D, etc. Rhyme scheme. Okay, A, B, C, D. This is the first sound. For example, Le. This is the second sound. For example, Ne. This is the third sound. For example, Z. This is the fourth sound. For example, Se. You know? Sounds here. Rhyme scheme. A, B, C, D. If I have another sound, I will label it with the letter E. Okay. Moving on to another term. We have rhyme, rhyme scheme, stanza, rhyme scheme. Now we have rhythm. You know, poetry should have rhythm, a poet. Okay? What is a rhythm? It is the arrangement of stressed. This is important. According to this, we will study the iambic pentameter that you know, but you didn't understand about it. I will discuss it later. Stressed and unstressed sounds in speech or writing into pattern. Rhythm and meter may be regular or it may vary within a line of work. Another important term called foot. So what is a foot? A group syllables associated with it. It is also a metrical unit by which a line of poetry is measured. Well, these are the main feet in English. We have iamb, like iambic pentameter. We have trachea, dactyl, and anapest. Look, the foot consisted of a group of syllables. Okay? It is also called a metrical unit. So the iamb is a metrical unit by which a line of poetry is measured. It is a metrical unit. This is number one. We will know then the iamb consists of what? It should actually consist of, guys, stressed and unstressed sounds or syllables. Okay? So this is what I mean by foot. It means a metrical unit. It has stressed and unstressed syllables or sounds. What is a syllable? This is important to you to know what is a syllable, guys. A syllable, a poetic term. Actually, syllable can be used for you in any word in English. You need to know its definition. In phonetics, you will study this also. So a poetic term which refers to the unit of pronunciation. Syllable means sound, guys. Okay? Of a vowel alone or of a vowel with one or more consonants. For example, look to this word, lay. It consists of one syllable. Why? Because it has one vowel sound, which is A. One sound with one consonant. We have le consonant with A. The second, oh, sorry. We have fading. This word consisted of two syllables because we have two vowel sounds. Guys, vowel sounds, not letters, because I may have two letters, but it will give me one sound. So I have here two vowel sounds, which is A and E, fading. Two syllables because it has two vowel sounds, which are A and A. Another important, term called meter. I told you the foot is a metrical unit. So what is a meter? A generally regular pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables in poetry. This is meter, or kind of meters, or kind of piece consists of I'm, okay, iambic, like iambic pentameter. We have trachea, we have dactyl, and we have anaphyst. Actually, that was all about the main terms in poetry. For the reading, you can refer to this book. Next lecture, I will start with the main feet that I mentioned before. What is an I'm? What is trachea? What is dactyl? And what is anaphyst? Thank you very much for your time.